Alright, what is up guys? So this is Happy Penguin again. Once again, for another cast ng StarCraft Brood War uh, dito sa Pinoy community ng StarCraft. So, this is going to be a very special replay because right now, what we're seeing here, yung mga naglalaban, is actually we have here si Hexa, the Zerg player, who's a growing Zerg player. Siguro we could say he's around rank E to rank D in terms of ladder points, no? Pero hindi siya masyadong nag-ladder, pero skill wise siguro andun siya sa rank E to rank D. While on the other hand, we have our Protoss player here na si Bayagstar, who's considered to be the best Protoss player in the Philippines as of today. So, you might be wondering, no, baka biased and saan galing yung basis na sinasabi ko best Protoss. Well, here's the thing. Yung description ng best Protoss na to actually, it's unanimously been decided ng mga Pinoy community, Pinoy StarCraft players sa mga communities dito, no? Na, yun, si Bayagstar talaga yung pinakamagaling. Yan, mga most Protoss Pinoy players agree. Came to a conclusion na, okay, pag sino yung pinaka-lodi kicks sa mga Protoss sa Pinoy, it's Bayagstar. So, and for a good reason, no? Number one, maliban sa very active siya sa ladder, he also competes in international tournaments. And as in, talagang every time may opportunity na mag-compete siya, ginagawa niya. And recently lang, no, this year yata, mayroon siyang sinalihan na isang tournament in which he became the champion. Yun. Hindi ko lang sure yung exact tournament title, pero nevertheless, a champion is a champion. So, doon ako excited dito guys. Kaya makikita natin, no, definitely makikita natin yung skill gap between Hexa and Bayagstar here. And definitely, this is more favored kay Bayagstar in game na to, no? Mas mataas ang chance si Bayagstar manalo just because of the skill gap. Pero, we're not going to discredit Hexa na anything can happen sa StarCraft, no? Na Hexa's been really practicing, getting the fundamentals down, getting the build orders, the timings, and all that, all the optimization. And he's really been improving a lot. And let's see, what we could learn. Despite merong a very obvious skill difference, I guess we could still pick a thing or two between the two of them. Yung play ni Bayagstar and play ni Hexa. So, consider out that's an excellent takedown ng scouting probe by Hexa. Good job. Now, looking over so far, sa base ni Bayagstar, everything's looking standard. Yeah, and kay Hexa, very standard as well. Okay, so right now, merong links na nakaabang dito sa labas ng natural ni Bayagstar. And the reason for this is because you'll want to be able to monitor pag mag-move out yung Protoss. Kasi definitely, in the early to mid game, most of the time, the Protoss would want to move out with the first few Zealots to create pressure dun sa Zerg. Kasi if you don't pressure the Zerg, pwede kang doon matalo just if libre lang ginagawa ng Zerg, yung gusto niya mag-drone up siya and mag-tech up without getting harassed, it often ends up into a losing battle for Protoss. And syempre yun, alam na alam ni Hexa na gano'n ang gagawin ng Protoss. Same time, si Byaxer definitely alam niya yung may game plan na siya sa kanya experience, and yun, he has ways to deal with ito. So right now, we're seeing a move out with 3 Zealots. Lots of things. So tingnan natin if na-pressure ba si Hexa, anong response si Hexa. So we can see X being morphed, so currently drones. So may move out, and then there's the Corsair harassing the Overlord. So the initial move out ng Zealots forced some links from Hexa. And also, yan, napabuild si Hexa ng wall dito. But I guess gagawin rin naman niya yun. But yeah, look at that, no? 3 Zealots decided to move back. So I guess that was a fake move out, hoping lang na mag-react si Hexa, and Byaxer was really successful at that. Look, ang daming Zergling. Siyempre, nung nakita ni Byaxer with the Corsair, ang daming Zerglings, Byaxer is definitely very happy with that. Kasi imbis na drones yung binild ni Hexa, he was forced to create more Zerglings than what was necessary, no? So doon pa lang naging successful yung fake move out ni Byaxer. The thing about Zergs, no, producing Zerglings is kasi as Zerg, hanggat kaya, no, most of the time gusto mo makaproduce ng drones lang, and ayaw mo muna mag-army hanggat kaya, kasi there's always a challenge na once ma-hit mo yung certain point of the game, wala kang opportunity to squeeze out some drones dahil tuloy-tuloy na yung combat, no? Kasi look, no, may hatchery tayo, and there's the larva. The larva only produces with a certain amount of time, and yun nga, if you produce a unit, it takes a while for a larva to respond. Hindi yan pwedeng instant na, hindi siya pwedeng sabay worker and army just like Protoss. Now, you have a different building for creating workers, you have different buildings for army. So Zerg, hindi. You really have to decide, are you gonna produce drones or are you gonna produce army? So the fact na napapa-force mo yung Zerg na kalaban to creating units versus drones, that's already a big that's already damage, no? Indirect damage sa side ng Zerg. Let's take a look here. So currently meron na tayong storm being researched. You have 2 gates, and now we have that move out with Corsairs and Zealots. Ito na, naka-speed and with the +1. So this is the speed +1 timing na hinihintay ni Byaxer. With help of Corsair, no, to potentially zone out any Mutalist, cause kanina nakita rin niya yung Spire. So yeah, now Byaxer is trying to go for the 3rd base ng Zerg right now. And yeah, right now we're seeing too many Zealots. And konti lang yung Hydras na to actually. This is not enough to hold these Zealots. While, look na to, sinasabay ng Zealot ng Corsair habang nakikipag-combat yung Hydra sa Zealots para to harass Overlords. Kasi hindi pwedeng targetin ng Hydra basta-basta ang Corsair because baka ubusin siya ng Zealots. So Byaxer sacrificed army to supply Black Hex ng Luko. Naubos yung Overlord, naging 5 supply na lang, which is coming from the hatcheries. So naubos ni Bayagster. Overall si Hexa. So that's already big damage. And so of course Hexa has to rebuild Overlords. So yun, no. Anyway, gusto ko lang banggitin, no, habang wala pang clash, yung concept ng build when money allows. Actually natutunan ko yun kay Bayagster. Si Bayagster, no, despite being a high level Protoss dito sa Philippines and very competitive and play standard, inaamin niya, siya mismo sa kanyang words mismo, no, na feeling niya hindi optimized yung build niya, feeling niya wala siyang nasusunod na build order, pero basta ang alam niya, continuously build probes and then build yung mga tech units, yung mga tech buildings and all when money allows. So yun ang principle na pina-follow niya, and he's very successful at it kasi nanalo siya sa tournaments. So yan, it shows lang na if you have the fundamentals down, kahit anong build mo, you could potentially make them work. Now, on Hexa's side, no, kailangan niya mag-recover, and look, no, we are about, what, 20, 24 worker difference, and malaking bagay yun. 58 workers, Bayagster, si Hexa na sa 34. And now Hexa is taking the 4th base, Protoss is now taking the 3rd. Now Corsair is trying to get some scouting or potentially do some damage. But yeah, buti may mga Hydras dito to zone out the Corsairs. Yeah, and what's scarier, I mean, what makes Bayagster's army strong right now, kasi meron ng psionic storms available through the High Templars. And that can really do devastating damage to Zerg units, lalo if the Psi Storms connect. Okay, now, this is interesting, no? Wala pang lurkers si Hexa, pero Bayagster is already making Dragoons. Very interesting lang. Kasi I thought initially, or siguro in-anticipate niya magkaka-lurker yung Zerg. Kasi nga, sanay si Bayagster kumalaban ng mga high level, then mga Zerg players dahil sa ladder and sa tournaments. And siguro ganoon ginagawa madalas. Pero yun, si Hexa, while at lower rank, no, we're not saying na mali yung ginagawa ni Hexa. It's just that, siyempre, iba yung siguro yung meta, we can say, iba yung meta sa high level play. Iba yung meta kapag nasa rank D, rank E, rank C. So yun na. Mutalisk trying to do some scouting and do damage, pero they end up getting wiped out. No, only one Mutalisk remains. Now Bayagster, with a very scary army, a mixture of Zealots, Dragoons, and High Templars, no? And meron na tamo, pansin mo, may observer na to anticipate any lurkers. Oh, probably going for the kill. Oh, and spots the drones going towards the 6 o'clock direction. Easily mapipitas yung mga drones. Now here's the clash. That was a good storm connecting sa Hydras ni Hexa. Yeah, Bayagster's just absolutely deleting the forces of Hexa with storms. Storms pa lang. Grabe, oh. Look, very deadly talaga ang psionic storms when they connect. Uh-oh. Grabe, ano? Salong-salo. Now, Hexa's fourth base got taken down. This is looking bad. See the supply gap almost max out sa Bayagster. Hexa at 63 supply. And yeah, it's a GG. Yeah, trinample. You can see here, trinample lang ng army ni Bayagster ang mga Hydras ni Hexa. So yun. Medyo siguro na-expect na natin kasi nga high level Protoss versus still a learning and improving Zerg player. Definitely na-expect natin may skill gap. Pero, siguro, what can we learn from this game? Siguro, what we can take away is, one, yung Zealot move out, no? Yung fake move out ng Zealot kanina, forcing Hexa to create more Zerglings than what was necessary. So yung one thing na yun, it was already indirect damage, imbis na economy si Hexa, napo-force siya into army units na ayaw pa niya sanang gawin. And then two, yung clash dito, yung move out niya with those Zealots na marami naka-speed Zealots +1, plus the Corsairs moving out same time, taking out many Overlords. So again, that supply block Hexa greatly, definitely na-push back siya with those extra few seconds and minutes na hindi siya tuloy makaproduce ng any units. Kailangan siya Overlords only. And yun, third thing, look at the macro powers ni Bayag. So you can see there are 9 gates, 10 gates total. 10 gates total sa side ni Bayag. And look, yung third base, kinuha niya earlier than 12 minutes, which is 12 minutes in usual. So marami siyang economy na secure na yung third base ASAP. So yeah. Ayun. I hope you guys also learned a lot by watching this replay, and see you on the next one.